Have you ever experienced in your life when silent is more noisy than the words that you speak, than the conversation that you have with people? Yes, I have a lot of them, and today I like to share with you how uncomfortable that is and what it truly means for me. Hi and welcome. You are here in Healing Hub channel with me, Hunlang. And if you are new here, welcome and consider subscribing to my channel. Like, share, and most especially, I like to hear your thoughts, your experience, and your self-discovery after hearing and listening to my experience. This video is one of the 5th video of befriending your trigger. So if you haven't watched the 4 videos before this, I highly recommend that you go back, watch them one by one. They are not interlinked as such, but through my sharing, there are layers of pain, layers of triggers, and how these triggers helps me to uncover and unravel the underneath issues, because I am able to respond to the trigger, not reacting it. So the same invitation here for you is to respond, not to react. Our natural tendency is to react to every trigger. But remember, if you keep reacting, you learn nothing. Instead, you can continue to be the victim in your life. So if you are someone who wants to create a better life for yourself, who wants to rewrite your own story, experience a new thing in yourself, then this video is for you, and this episode is specially made for you. Today, I like to share with you how silent always is not silent. Silence, in a very pure sense, is such a beautiful, it is the space that where you can hear your soul and you can communicate with your God, with your higher self, and the stillness speak much better than words. Words are the interpretation to that stillness, to that language of stillness. I'm not talking about that. Here in this trigger, in this experience, I'm talking about the silence of words. The silence of words, or the non-communication with words. Recently, I had this trigger in me. I was having a miscommunication and a misunderstanding with my partner. We argued a little bit and I went silent. He too went silent for quite some time. We did not talk, we did not exchange any words, or we did not converse with words. We were like withdrawing into ourselves. For him, I do not know what's going on in his mind, but for myself, I was feeling very uncomfortable because I was talking louder with myself more than ever. I was talking inside my mind. My mind was keep on interpreting and keep on justifying. I am right, he is wrong, or he is wrong, I am right. All of these things. It was going on. And I felt so tired and uncomfortable. And I realized that I was talking even much more with noise and radiating that low energy, low frequency. I was tuning in to that very low frequency inside myself, and it made me so tired, uncomfortable, and also very uninspired. No inspiration, no motivation. Then I caught myself, I was doing that. I stopped. I breathed in the middle of it. I stood in the present moment and I asked, what was I just talk about? Where I am right now? Where I am right now? Why I am so noisy inside me? Why should my mind dictate so many things and it imagines the worst scenario in my own life? As I stop and I breathe into it, I remember this feeling, this experience is a familiar experience in my life. Because I did ask, from where did I learn this? And the answer came. Yes, I learned as a child. Whenever I did something wrong, or whenever people argue with me that I did something wrong, I cannot explain out. There was no space for explanation. There was no space for communication. I was forced to keep silent. And as I was forced to keep silent, yes, verbally I was silent, but not mentally. And once we go silent, the person who shouts at me, when she shouts with words, I feel much more comfortable with that. Especially my grandmother. When she is angry with me for something, she will say one or two words and she withdrew herself into silence and resentment. And I felt very, very hurt and uncomfortable with that. I just want from inside me to break that open so that we can communicate again. We can fight, we can converse, we can clarify. That is better for me than keeping silent. Keeping silent in words is not silent inside my body. I felt tight. I felt every part of me is in confusion and really in chaos and problem. So this is another trigger that I had recently. Why I share with you this kind of triggers? Because by entering into it, standing on your feet at the present moment, breathe with it, sit with it, it's there that you find the answer to free yourself. If this is something that I feel uncomfortable for me and it makes me to breathe and to radiate that low energy in me, should I continue it for life? No, right? Now that I have the power, now that I know better, I have a choice to choose, and I choose for the better. So I choose to see it from where it begins, because you can't change the end. You always change the beginning. So I go back into that very experience, into that very disconnection, connect it through the experiences, through the trigger, start connecting, go deeper, and once you find the spot, disconnect it so that it will not repeat and this pattern is disrupted. That is what I did. Just by self-awareness, openness, and the courage to stand firm and sit with it. That's the answer to every problem in your life. That is why I am sharing my experience with you, so that you have the courage to invest this time, to sit with it, go underneath, go deeper, go through this uncomfortable feeling. Just go deeper and deeper and deeper till you find that spot. That can become your sweet spot when you start your healing right at that moment. Now that I am aware of it, it's not that it will not come anymore, but it won't be strong. I know why I behave what I behave. And now that I know better, let me choose a better choice. I don't want that. I don't want to radiate and vibrate that kind of energy in my life. Because if then I am the one creating an experience of more of that. Right? So then, now that I become aware, now that I found this root, this button, I am working on releasing it. Each time it comes back into me and it shows me that I still hold to this memory or to this energy somehow, I have a choice to choose at that moment whether to again recalibrate and relieve that energy in me or release it so that I have a space for the newness. I have the space for tuning in to the different frequency. So remember, my friends, that you have the power in your hand. Triggers are your gift. It is like that knob where you have a choice to tune your radio to which channel or to which station you want to listen. It is a moment by moment journey, and it is such a pleasant and good journey when you truly choose yourself. Choose yourself. The subject that you truly need to learn, it's yourself. And how do you learn a new lessons in life? It is by paying attention to all that is happening to you, not in a negative way, but turn all those things that happens to you into a happening for you. So you have the power, you have the choice, and you have the tool. You are that driver. You are the one to tune your own frequency to the station that you want and start releasing it, releasing it, releasing it. Don't relieve. Just go there, touch the button, switch off, and release. Let it go, let it go, let it go, so that you can bring in, and bring in love, joy, peace, grace, and glory in your life. And through this breakthrough, I'm able to experience that peaceful silence, that stillness within me. And I cultivate that, I nurture that, so that I can hear more of myself. I can hear the true meaning of my life. I can hear the voice of God that speaks to me through different things. I am tuning because that knob is in my hand, and only by choosing it, you can do it. Thank you for being here, and I hope my story will encourage you to choose your trigger as your friend, not your enemy, to respond, not to react. Thank you so much, and I pray for you. I bless you from my heart, and see you in the next episode. Please, if you haven't watched the other 4, do that. And if you haven't subscribed, do it just now. Like, smash that bell, and also I truly love to hear your comments in the box below. See you. Thank you so much.